Here's my audience. So people ask me on a daily basis, how do you make a good resume? So there's a lot of tips and tricks that I want to go over with you guys as a staffing manager. I look at resumes daily. I can tell you some of the formatting tricks that will catch an employer's eye, what not to do, and what to do in order to make a good impression. So first thing I want to cover is the format of your resume. So I wanted to give you an example of one that I liked to show you kind of the formatting that they use. So you want to use a clean format, which is the bullet point format. So it's going to be clean, straight to the point. It's not lengthy, so the employer can get a good sense of your experience within the first about 25 seconds. So instead of the bullet point, a lot of mistakes that I see with formatting is paragraph format. You don't want to use that format. It takes way too long. It looks too long to get any of your skill set across to the employer. One of the things that I also recommend is while you're going over your experience, use past tense. Don't use present. So instead of saying I have experience in X, Y, and Z, you can say experienced in X, Y, and Z. You never want to use present tense. One of the good things too to kind of summarize your experience, because let's be honest, a resume is not going to capture everything, is to do an objective. So in a short sentence, summarize your experience. If you're an accountant, say you're 25 plus years of accounting experience within bank reconciliations, financial statements, and month-end close. So the employer right away knows some of the job functions that you're comfortable within doing. Another big thing that will set you apart from other people that are applying to that same job is quantifying your accomplishments. So instead of saying that you were experienced, as a server, you can throw in a quantitative remark like waited on over 100 plus people a night serving large parties, so you can quantify how many people you were responsible for, so the employer knows the volume of your work. Another good thing that I do recommend is never including dates outside of your employment history. So you want to obviously put the dates in on how long you started and finished that job, but outside of that, don't put dates on when you graduated. Don't put dates on any kind of certificate, because really honestly age is a discriminatory factor and you don't want to be counted out because of your age and have your resume tell that right away. Lastly, one of the biggest questions I get asked on a daily basis is, I have so much experience or so little, how far back should my resume go? So if you are an experienced candidate with 10 plus years of experience, don't include all of it. Go back 10 years of your most relevant history. Do not put any kind of gap in there. It's always important to put in any kind of position that you held, so it doesn't create that gap, because that's going to be more, I guess, of an eyesore than what that job was if it wasn't relevant. A job seeker wants to see that you were employer wants to see that that job seeker was actually employed rather than unemployed. So those are the key points I want to point out as far as writing a good resume. There's always going to be different formats. This is just one I like because it's clean and precise and to the point as far as summarizing the main key factors of your experience. Lastly, I want to leave you with just include a return on investment to the client. So if you're an experienced bookkeeper, explain how you saved the company time and money by improving their processes or procedures within their accounting software.